Dude, what the heck happened? I thought that guy was Big Save Dave. You should watch their highlights from the other game where Mike Smith started. That bad? Oh, buddy. Okay. No. No, why? I know. All right, you made the initial mistake. Get back in the net. It's pretty bad, eh? These guys are in first. Hi. Victory, puppy! I have no idea what I'm doing. Congratulations, this team is ruining my life. Victory, puppies, boy. Oh, wait, no. There was a hat trick last night. You guys aren't ready. Okay, now you boys are ready. There you go. Oh, they both came off. Iggy, that's it, buddy. That's it, we're all done. You gotta go. You gotta go with Charlie. You want to be part of the video? Charlie wants to be part of the video? A battle of epic proportions. No fighting in the blue room. Knocking over all the figures with their tails. Leafs win 6-2 over the Calgary Flames. The exact way that you all predicted. Mitch Marner scoring a goal, albeit by accident. Zach Hyman scoring 2 goals, almost 3. And last game's healthy scratch, Tyler Ennis with his first, I said first, career NHL hat trick. And naturally, in a game where the Leafs scored 6 goals, their MVP, Frederik Andersen. Because, okay. All right. Flames fans, if I were you, this one's tough. Now, things have been rosy recently for the Leafs in the net. So it's difficult for me to say, take it from me, I get not having confidence in your goaltender. Because Frederik Andersen was not always the starting goalie of the Leafs. No, between Ed Balfour and James Reimer getting beamed in the head every 2 weeks, there was about 50 feet of crap. Andrew Raycroft had the single season wins record for the Leafs, and that was only broken last year. Here's what I would say. Big Save Dave had an unbelievable run in Calgary, and that probably wasn't the best glimpse of the goalie he actually is. This game, and about a month before it, are probably about the same in the opposite direction. In the playoffs, you're gonna have one starter, it's probably gonna be him, and hopefully he's somewhere at least in the middle-ish. And even through his struggles, look at the Flames record. And dude, look at this game. I haven't seen the actual numbers, but did anyone watch this game and go, oh, the Leafs really outplayed the Flames? I mean, Mitch Marner sort of kicked TJ Brody's teeth in, but to me, the biggest difference in this game was one goalie was sharp, 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 and the other was flat, flat, flat. And that just happens sometimes, man. And as a Flames fan, you might be saying that happens more than sometimes, actually. Take solace in this. Goalies tend to be voodoo a lot more than teams. The Calgary Flames are a great hockey team. Who's more likely to pull a rabbit out of the hat in the playoffs? An underperforming team randomly playing well, or an underperforming goalie randomly playing well? It wouldn't be the first time we've seen a goalie black out and play incredible for 2 months and then wake up with the Stanley Cup in his hands like, what happened? The Flames are a great team. We've seen Rittich go on a run before. I think the Flames will be fine. Chill. That's how I would feel if I were you. All right, Flames fans, you can go. Leafs fans, if we can talk. Yo, the Leafs wrecked them! Oh, they were never in it for a second. Are you joking? Ignore the fact that the Flames outshot the Leafs in every period except the third? Yeah, that makes sense. Leafs fans, before we talk about the game, how about this? Consider this. How are we going to afford Marner? Put $1 in the Marner jar. Some GM who's clearly doing legal tampering gave a quote to a reporter saying the Kapanen's going to get offer sheeted. What about Janssen? How are the Leafs going to do it? This is how. This is what I expect from this Toronto Maple Leafs regime. What I expect from smart Kyle Dubas and his team of smart people. Oh, and the little factor of an endless pool of money. They can take a player like Tyler Ennis, a player who has always been talented, always had the will, always had the skill, convince them to come to Toronto because of the amazing amenities, sign him to league min, literally rebuild the dude like RoboCop, watch him tear it up and he gets his ankle broken. RoboCop the sequel, he's even better. Listen, your stars are the engine, right? Matthews, Tavares, probably the 2 most important parts. Freddie signed to a wicked deal. Riley signed to a wicked deal. They locked Willie up. Marner is the biggest fish left. But what happens with this guy and what happens with that guy and how do they afford it all? Smart moves at the bottom of your lineup. The Leafs make so many smart little moves at the bottom of their lineup that other teams don't. Look at the Oilers. The Oilers have their big 3. Look at the 3-headed monster that team has and tell me how they're not in a playoff spot. The Leafs sign a guy like Tyler Ennis to league min and he's at 12 goals. He's got more goals than Tyler Bozak, who's making 5. And I apologize for bringing that up. It is not a slight on Tyler Bozak. It is simply amazing. They take Trevor Moore from nothing. Guy was a free agent who they had playing in the AHL. And he's on the Leafs right now on his ELC with a $925,000 cap hit next year. For the next 2 years, actually, he's re-signed to less than 800 G's. Look, capfriendly.com, next year and the year after, $775,000. For a guy who is full send every shift thanks to the development of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Leafs signed Per Lindholm for nothing. Oh, whatever, he wasn't even good and then they traded him. Yeah, for a young former second round pick who's only played 1 game and scored, you never know, he might work out, and he's on a team-controlled contract, RFA, at the end of the season. So for those 3 guys, Petan, Moore, and Ennis, what did they all cost in terms of assets? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Listen, if you're a casual fan, I don't expect you to get jacked about the Leafs having a prudent 4th line, but how are the Leafs gonna... This is how. But they get this contract to sign, and this one they've already signed, and I don't like it. That is a summer thing. This win against the Calgary Flames is a now thing. Tyler Ennis being on a Leaf on League Min and scoring a hat trick is a now thing. The Leafs being 4th place in the entire NHL and one of just 3 teams to have eclipsed the 40-win mark so far is a now thing. And it sucks because in the first round they're probably gonna have to play Boston. Yeah, that's a now thing too. Enjoy the good now things. Face the bad now things. And everything else can wait! Sprinters lose speed when they look beside them. Except for Usain Bolt. Focus. Alright. So this was a strangely called game in the first. They let a lot of stuff go. There was a brown hold that I thought for sure was a penalty. And sure enough, when it rains it pours, Flames fans. The first penalty goes to the Flames. Gaudreau for slashing on Hyman. On that power play, Kapanen dumps it in. The Flames are so soft on the puck. Muzzin gets the puck at the point, sends it into the slot for Ennis. No one on him. Nice little move on Riddick, and that's a goal. I mean, I think that's just more evidence that it was one of those nights for the Flames, because I don't think they're a soft team. So that was Ennis on the power play, the second power play. This one's just the 4th line digging. Trevor Moore wins a battle along the boards, gets it to the point to Marty Marincin, who just dumps it behind the net. Tyler Ennis wins a battle with Rasmus Anderson. Anderson chasing him. Ennis with like this little flick. Riddick like, wow, that's beautiful. Ooh, the dang it's video on the Sportsnet YouTube channel might be long this week. Alright, I'm gonna say Riddick should have had that one. A fluky one, but a 1. Lucky? Sure, but you make your own luck. Aside from the Marincin dump-in, this play was tiny little Trevor Moore winning a puck battle and tiny little Tyler Ennis winning a puck battle. You get the puck? Good things happen sometimes, even when you do goofy stuff with it. 2-0 Leafs heading into the first inning. Oh, we're not done? Leafs in the defensive zone. Matthew Tkachuk knocks over Mitch Marner. What a jerk. Tkachuk with the puck. He's going to send it to the point to Noah Hanifin. But before the puck is even off Tkachuk's stick, you see Marner take off towards Hanifin. He reads it perfectly. There's the pass. Thank go, and he takes it. Hanifin falls down. Breakaway, and Rittich has been playing awful. He's definitely going to score. Oh, hey! Dave Rittich makes the initial stop at Zach Hyman with the Zach Hyman-iest of goals. Hits it in with his skate. It's oh, we got a review. Flames fans, dude, listen, the distinct kicking motion thing is one of the most confusing rules in the sport. Nazem Kadri alone has scored like 2 identical goals. One I didn't think should count, counted, and one I did think should count, did not. So like, on one hand, Hyman was trying to stop, and you can't stop a player from trying to stop. On the other hand, he meant to put it in, and he meant to put it in with his skate. I think Ray Ferraro on the broadcast got it perfect, unless it's like a punt, it should count. This obviously wasn't extreme enough. They count the goal, and it's 3-0 Leafs after 1. Less than 5 minutes into the second period, Marner cross-slot pass to Hyman, bangs it in. Folks, I don't want to alarm anybody, but it's not even halfway through the game, and both Tyler Ennis and Zach Hyman are on hat-trick watch. Hyman is new career-high 16th goal of the season. It's 4-0 Leafs. And the crowd is, yeah! Every time there's a Leafs goal. Late in the second, the Flames finally get the power play opportunity that they want, just causing havoc. Gaudreau going behind the net, throws it in front for Tkachuk. Sometimes in my head, I forget which comes first, the T or the K, because it's just Chuck. Oh, did it go in? Ah, yeah, it did. Barely beats Freddie, but he beats him, and the shutout is done. And man, the Flames outshot the Leafs 16-11 in the second. It was almost everything the Leafs could do to just stay up 4-1, but Freddie, absolutely fantastic. Freddie's got this thing he does when you try to go glove on him. It's not the 90s, whoa! Like throw a ridiculous amount, just empty the mustard container on it. It's just this quick thing like he's snatching a fly and he stares you down and makes you feel like a fool for even trying. Prince
Prince Frederick, is the reason the Leafs are ahead in this one. And then early in the third, Tyler Ennis reminds him, well, not the only reason. Trevor Moore's centering attempt. Oh, it doesn't quite work, but Ennis retrieves it. Good things happen when you have the puck and... Oh, Dave. Okay, can I be frank? Dude, ever since, even since 2004, I've had a soft spot for the Flames. Jarome Iginla, who just had his jersey retired, he is my all-time favorite player to have never played for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I love that man. I love that player. He's everything you're taught to love in a hockey player. He's tough. He doesn't take any nonsense. He's rugged. He knows how to score a goal or two. I'll die on this hill. He should have been in the top 100 players of all time. He's got over 600 goals. That is the magic number in the NHL to get into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Not a single hockey player to have ever scored 600 goals in this league is not in the Hockey Hall of Fame, with the exception of Jarome Iginla and Jaromir Jagr, and that's only because they're not eligible yet. And I say all that to say this: I watched Big Save Dave and his crazy little streak there and went, wow, look at him go. And it was fun and it was exciting and I was happy for the Flames and happy for him. And then I see this and I go, oh, Dave. But you know who you can actually be happy for? Tyler Ennis! Ennis the Menace! Threeness! No. His number is 63, and in this game the Leafs scored 6 and he had 3 of them. Oh, and his parents were there. And dude, let's talk about this journey. He scored goals 10, 11, and 12 this game. He hasn't reached double digits in goals since the 14-15 season with the Sabres. And that's because after that season, he played 23 games, and the next season he played just over 50, and last year he played 73, which is amazingly healthy for him. Tyler Ennis looks young, but he's been here a minute. He was drafted in 2008. Stamkos, Doughty. Tyler Ennis was drafted the same year as Luke Schenn. Despite all the injuries he's faced, Tyler Ennis is one of just 27 players from the 2008 draft to have played over 500 games. At 29 years old, he's almost 30, he's listed at 5'9", 161 pounds. And I'm pretty sure his heart is 160 of those pounds. I'm excited to see what Nick Petan can do with this team, but man, you cannot scratch this player again this season. Tyler Ennis, underratedly one of the nicest stories in the NHL this season. What a comeback. And dude, for all the guff that Leafs fans have taken in the past week, and oh, you got kicked in by the Islanders, and oh, it's pathetic the way you cheered John, whatever. Dude, they littered the ice with hats on the road. They littered the ice with hats like a 3.5-hour flight away. You're the best in the league. Everyone else is competing for second. Don't ever forget it. Without dragging this on too much farther, Derek Ryan scores to make it 5-2. Boo. But then about 30 seconds later, Mitch Marner throws it on. Oh, it hit something in front. Who'd it hit? Went off the Flames defenseman. Marner with his 24th of the season. Look at him. For the second or third time this season, Mitch Marner looked visibly upset that he accidentally scored a goal instead of giving a teammate a hat trick. I love this man. I protect him with my life. And look at this joker. Brad Marchand. I can't wait to see this kid's new deal. 12 million AAV. Better be #Marner Watch. Don't speak to me or my son ever again. Hey, Brad! Surprise, surprise, shoving your nose in someone else's business. Who am I kidding? Join the club. I think you need to visit themarnerjar.com, my friend, because that is where people who talk about Mitch Marner's contract have to go. And if you don't go there, the only other place you can go is somewhere to mind your business. Questions. Actually, before we get to questions, there is breaking news as I'm shooting this video. From Elliot Friedman, hearing Toronto working on a 1-year extension for Garrett Sparks in the $750,000 range, sounds like. So he says in the range, so we don't know if that's going to be the exact number yet. Right now, Garrett Sparks makes $675,000 against the cap, so he's going to get a $75,000 raise, which is a lot to you and me, but in this universe, it's practically nothing. If you're mad about this deal, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to stop. It means nothing. So let's say he's the backup next year. Well, they need a very cheap backup. Well, that is almost as cheap as you can legally get under the collective bargaining agreement. It is darn near league minimum. But hey, wait. Oh, you don't like him? Oh! Well, let's say he completely stinks and the team decides he completely stinks. Or let's decide that, maybe during the offseason the Leafs go out and they find another backup goalie who's even better. That contract can be super easily traded. It can be super easily waived if you want, or it can be buried. At $750,000, Garrett Sparks full contract next season can be buried in the minors. No cap hit. Leafs paid a 5th round pick for Michael Hutchinson. He makes over $1 million this season and he's playing for the Marlies. I don't hear anyone complaining about that. For a team where money is no object but cap space is a commodity, this is a great deal. It's just smart. There's no drawback to this deal, guys. I don't care if you like him or not. And hey, how about this? Dubas is running out of contracts to sign. You might be looking at a few junior or college guys, but he's gonna have to deal with Janssen, Kapanen, Marner eventually. Okay, actual questions. If Freddie keeps up his play and the lines continue to all contribute with balanced scoring, how confident are you feeling for a potential first-round matchup with Boston? For what it's worth, I am in. Last year, Boston had a better third period in Game 7. In Game 4, in Toronto, the Bruins, without Patrice Bergeron, didn't even play that well. The Leafs gave them that game and Rask turned in one of his better performances of the entire playoffs. Play that series 10 times, there's a good chance the Leafs come out with more than 5 of them. If the Leafs play their best, yes, they can beat the Boston Bruins. Dude, it sucks for both teams that they have to play in the first round. It's ridiculous. And dude, you think Boston's stoked about it? Last year, hooray, they beat the Leafs. They got murdered in the second round by the Lightning. 5 games. Probably in part because they played a 7-game first-round series against a team that was too good. The Boston Bruins played so well last season that they earned the right to play a team that wasn't as good as the Maple Leafs, but because of the format that we have now, they had to. And they lost to a team that ended up having Washington on the ropes. The Bruins could have won the Cup last year. Neither team should be stoked about this, but it's happening. Get ready. Either team can win. Announce the book tour, you coward! All right. I will. Last night I tweeted that we should have 3 dates, maybe 4. I have 3 for you. I'm hoping that 4 comes very soon. The 3 book signings for This Team Is Ruining My Life, But I Love Them, How I Became a Professional Hockey Fan by Steve Dangle Glenn are the Indigo Store in the Eaton Center in Toronto on March 28th at 7 p.m. Chapters Vega, that's in Mississauga, on March 30th at 2 p.m. And Indigo Oshawa, April 3rd at 7 p.m. We are working on a March 29th date that's just not confirmed yet. I'll let you know. But March 28th, Eaton Center. March 30th, Chapters Vega and Mississauga. And April 3rd, Indigo Oshawa. Looking forward to it, and I'm excited to meet you. It's crazy, man. This whole thing is nuts. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe. If you really liked it, tell all your friends. I said the dates, there's more to come. And if you want one in your town, leave a comment down below.